Hello viewers, it is Super GT here, and I'm back again with the Porsche RSR. So this is what happens, I think, when a really good car comes into the game that I really like. I will just drive it over and over again as we go down the straight, and that guy wasn't going straight into the first corner. Oh well, he's paid the price, he's gone to the back, and I'm pretty much at the back as well. Tried to play it really safe here at Homestead, Miami. And then that one guy spun out. Well, there we go. Yep, we can confirm his noob status. Nice little ram in the back. I'm going to try to catch up with him. Do our best to try to win this race, of course. So plenty of carnage through turn number 4 and 5. Other people facing backwards. It's all kicking off. Now on the outside again, looking behind, people just cannot quite control themselves, can they? The Nismo flying in. Yep, noob status. Legendary, basically legendary noob. I think he's ranked up you know, gold cross 55, prestige 10, noob level. Anyway, up into 12th, so a decent start so far, given that it was an absolute mess. So these guys, again, just the people in the Nismos, you kind of just got to watch out for them. They will kill you if you get anywhere close to them. They won't think twice about smashing you off the track. And themselves, they're like suicide racers. They're quite happy to sacrifice themselves in the name of smashing you off. It's quite an unfortunate epidemic we have here. For the final corner, onto the banking, the Lamborghini up ahead had a big moment there. If you hit that banking at the wrong angle, it really does throw you off in nasty ways, which will probably kill you if you do it too many times. Here's the first corner. A kink into turn number 2, and we're through into 5th place. So 5th already, given that we were pretty much in 19th at this point, one lap ago. That's not bad at all. So we've got a Lamborghini Huracan and then the Audi up ahead. Now this class, the modern GT endurance, I think is definitely, well, for me it's the best hopper in the game. Kind of shows you when you have slightly longer races where people have a bit more time to think about it, the racing can settle down into something resembling actually a race. There wasn't much evidence of that on lap 1, I will admit, but once it settles down, I think people do tend to chill out a bit and then not kill each other so much. But yes, the Porsche RSR, really good to see this car in the game. Using it once again, you've seen it in a very recent video. If you've been watching my videos, maybe you haven't, but you should. If you haven't, then you should go back and watch them, of course. We're through here. This is turn number 11, going into 12, catching up with the BMW here. I'm in 3rd place, so trying to see if we can get some consistent laps down. Once again, this guy has a big moment on the banking, and that's going to slow him right down for the main straight. Up in the lead is the Maserati. Well, I can tell the Maserati is a very solid car for this class. I think the main thing that has in its favour is that its base PI is quite low, about 775 I think, whereas you need 835, so it has room for tuning basically. You can put quite a lot of power into it and tune up to 835 with slightly more freedom than with most cars in this division. So into the hairpin of turn 6, quite an easy one to get wrong, hooking it around in 3rd gear and nicely through there. So Homestead Miami actually is one of my favourites. I really do like this configuration. I think it's quite a cool track. It's one that I think many people probably would overlook and not really have too much concern for. But I think it's actually quite a cool track. We're just going to skip ahead to the end of lap number 5. We've crossed to start number 6. You can see that I've caught up with the Maserati pretty much. So you might have a look at going past on this lap at some point. But we're going to try to scope him out, see where he's weak. Very weak into that corner, goes very wide. Kind of just hold my line on the left hand side. Look for the cut back there. It's not quite going to happen, just give him a bit of a nudge. And that's actually slowed me down, if anything. You see there, that mid-range acceleration in the Maserati, very good. And he opens up about nearly 100 feet on me. Coming up into turn 6 once again. So good driving from him. So he seems to be very consistent, making a couple of mistakes. You see they're a little bit of oversteer. I'm not sure. I haven't actually driven that car in this class, so perhaps it is maybe a little bit tricky to drive. It'd be interesting to see. I'm always trying to work out which is the better car in this division. I've tuned up quite a few of them already, including of course this one. If you want to grab the tune, So it should be available, of course, from F4H Super GT. So I think maybe the Maserati is the next one to try. So as we go flying in for this fast left, a really nice turn once you get that one right. And obviously, well, no turn's good if you get it wrong, really, is it? Going for the last couple of corners of the lap, a very tight chicane. He's going to go over the grass a little bit, but then he's going to dive into the pit lane on the left-hand side. So we're going to skip ahead here. End of lap number 8, so 2 laps later I decide to go into the pit lane. So let's see if that's enough to get ahead. And I think it is. I can't quite see him anywhere unless he's done a massive runner and gone really far ahead. I don't think that's happened actually. I can see his name there in 4th place. So I am up comfortably into what would be 1st place once the top 2 have pitted. So through into the infield once again. We do eventually finish the race. That was a back marker there. Crossing the line for an easy win. Or a well fought win, I guess, at the beginning, but in the end turned out to be quite an easy one. We moved to Spa. Now I wanted to test out more the overtaking ability of this car and just watch as the carnage occurs at lap 1, corner 1, hairpin 1, and it did, as it always does, and more cars there even further down the hill wanted to kill each other. Coming up into Eau Rouge, and let's see how this car handles it. The Porsche RSR around a proper racing circuit like Spa, it doesn't get much better than this. This is what motorsport's all about, or at least what it should be. Not stupid SUVs, you know, around, I don't know, Rio in the rain or some crap like that. Aston Martin comes back on the track. I had no idea where he was going. I had to just get onto the brakes and hope for the best. So, can look up the inside. Is it quite going to happen? A little bit of contact. I'm through though. And then the Mercedes just ruthlessly bundles off the Corvette. And looking into this one, just backing out enough. Oh, we do make contact, but it wasn't enough to spin him round, thankfully. Someone looking up my inside. I'm almost looking up the inside of the Mercedes. Just had to back out in time. And then on the exit, he's taking a very shallow line. And we're going to come through the left-hander here. I gave him a car whip on the inside. Now we made contact. No mercy though. He's lost a lot of time, but I think a better driver would have handled that better than he did. So I'm absolutely not apologising for that ruthless move. It wasn't even that ruthless, to be honest. He was just a bit crap. Anyway, up into 11th, Audi very wide. A couple of Aston Martins up ahead with a Lamborghini just ahead of them. So another little group here to try to dispatch. So after initially letting most people go, back up to 11th, it's really good to try to battle past people, knowing that you've got more time to do it. So the Aston Martin very wide there. Lamborghini just gets shoved wide by the other Aston. These guys are absolutely ruthless, and I think you have to learn your lesson here. Don't put yourself in a stupid position. I think even if you're in the right sometimes to put yourself on the outside, sometimes it's best just not to, because people are just going to bundle you off. Even if what you've done is absolutely fine, people will just spin you out, kill you, murder you, steal your car, you know, beat you up. The list goes on basically. They could even do some identity fraud on you. I don't know what people are capable of these days, you never know. So on the exit of the final chicane, it's a 9-lapper and it's a 2.5 minute lap time, as you can see there. Up in 7th place, a couple of people just pitted at the end of lap 1. We're going to carry on for now though, taking a nice apex. This car, oh my god, it is so drivable. That guy gets a call from his nan, has to pull over to answer that one. But yeah, this car is so drivable. It's just got amazing handling, so easy to drive. Through Eau Rouge, take that corner, well actually clipping the apex nicely and sideways, which is actually over the grass a little bit. Lap number 3 then, catching up with 5th place, another Porsche. Let's see how we can go about dispatching this guy. So moving back to the right hand side, taking a nice line through there. So as I was saying, this car just handles so well, and it's just so well balanced, turns in nicely, doesn't really oversteer too much even when you're on the throttle at high speed. It just handles it basically. That's why it's actually probably my new favourite car for this division. I'm not sure if it's the fastest. It's definitely one of the fastest and definitely capable of #1 times. I know that, but it maybe just depends on the track and sometimes the tune that you have. But this one that I've tuned, I must say thank you Super GT, thank you F4H Super GT, because it's a good one. Now this Jaguar was just going to get ruthlessly pushed off by this Corvette, and this Corvette kind of, I think he just realises what he's done, and he just commits suicide. He just drives into the wall. Just thinks, I'm so sorry for pushing you off, Mr. Jaguar. I'm gonna sacrifice myself in honour of you, because I'm so sorry about, you know, just pushing you off there. So a couple of deaths, I mean many deaths in this video so far. So many deaths, people just killing themselves left, right and centre. But we're up into 3rd place as a result of all those deaths. Crossing the line and onto lap number 5 up the hill. You see there, oh my god, it just handles it so well. The BMW having a horrible time through there, all over the place. And I'm going to get the run up this straight, the Kemmel straight. Now that BMW M3 GT2, that was probably, before I drove this car, probably my favourite car for this class, but I think we have a new winner. Now many people asking, how do you unlock this car? Now I unlocked it by getting it as a reward, so when you level up you can choose the car. That's where it appeared for me. Now I'm not sure, I haven't read up on it too much, but I think they perhaps might have released it as a mistake. I'm not sure, I'm not really sure, but some people are reporting that they can't get it in rewards anymore. I'm not entirely sure what is going on, but from what I can tell at this current time when I'm recording this, it might be coming out as a bounty hunter car. So just have to look out for that. Look in the rivals, it might come up, something might come up regarding this car. And also, of course, just check on Twitter as well. If I hear anything, I'll message up on Twitter as well. So you see this lap here, we tried to run throughout the majority of lap number 5. You see just how easy this car is to drive. It's just so nice, and that's why you've seen 2 videos in this car in a very short space of time, because I just absolutely love driving it. And you know, I don't really want to always have to put up with driving noob vehicles for your entertainment, of course, but it is hard work sometimes driving the Jeep Trailcat in S-Class. Like, that is just absolute torture sometimes. So driving a nice car like this, proper race car, proper racetrack like Spa, this is what the game's about really. This is where I have the most fun on this game, and it's a shame that they don't have more of this. They don't have more GT cars, they don't have more proper racetracks. By lap number 7 we catch up with a Hungarian in the BMW. I'm going to see the contrasting differences between the two as we go through Eau Rouge. Down the hill I think I've actually got a speed advantage as well, which I wouldn't expect from a Porsche, but I think this one is actually very quick. Handling Eau Rouge much better than he did, actually clipping the apex very nicely. You see the speed advantage I've got as well, and I don't really even tune it up for top speed, I just tuned it up. Pretty much a balanced one. Basically, I wanted one tune for that would work around most tracks, so that's why I went for about a 180 miles an hour top speed, or just a bit over 180. It seemed to work out very well. So we're going to win this race. It was a good little comeback actually, but I'm not seeing many big names in the lobby. Sorry if you are in this lobby and I've just totally dissed you, but anyway, we're going to come across the line and win the race in the Porsche RSR. Very good car, really love it. Good to see proper race car back in the game. So actually quite a pleasing video, because I really enjoyed that one, enjoyed the races and enjoyed the car. But that is the end of this one. Thank you very much for watching as always. Do smash that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and if you're new to the channel. I hope to see you next time guys. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.